Welcome back everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk about tapering jigs and how to make the ultimate tapering jig for your workshop. Now, this one is a store-bought tapering jig I ordered on Amazon. It was around $40. It's made by a company called Bighorn. I've used their products in the past. I have the hardware used for my 4-way panel clamps. I've also used their bench dog products, and I've never had any problems with any of the stuff that they've made. So I thought I would give this tapering jig a try. Now, this is probably the most common type of tapering jig. It's very basic. It's two pieces of extrusion bar hinged together at one end that opens in a scissor-like fashion so that you can set it to the degree that you want and run your taper cut through the table saw. I didn't make this because I wanted the extrusion. I wanted the ability to attach it in different ways to different setups. The T-track that's built into it was really important. Yes, I could have made my own T-track out of wood and all that, but by the time I put the effort into it and by the time I bought the hardware, I really would have only saved maybe $10. This is really great for one-off taper cuts, but what if I want to make repeatable taper cuts, and most importantly, what if I wanted to do four-sided tapers on, say, table legs, for example? And what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll make a jig like this for some of their tapers, and then they'll make a separate jig for their multi-sided tapers. In today's video, I think what I'll do is I'm going to incorporate the jig I already have into a shop-made jig that will make it useful for multi-sided tapers. Now, as I said, you can make this quite easily. There are tons of videos out there if you do a search for taper jigs on YouTube. This store-bought one will lock down pretty nicely and not move at all. It comes with a stop on one end that's adjustable. I can move it up or down the extrusion. The handle is just a nice feature to have. So once again, in this video, I'm building a jig for a jig. So you will need a piece of plywood. In this video, I'm going to use a 1/2-inch piece of plywood. This is just shop birch. So the idea is to have this jig down against some kind of a block that I'm going to attach to the plywood on one side. And this should be adjustable, so the block can be moved back and forth depending on the type of cut that I need to make or the size of the table leg, for example, that I'm cutting. So in this case, if I've got an oak table leg, I want to place it into the jig like that. hardware, just flathead hex bolts. I don't have any T-nuts, so these will do as a substitute. Well, there we go. We have a finished jig. I can reference off of this edge here. I've got a piece of wood that I want to taper. I can now set my taper to whatever I want, and I'm ready to go. Well, that concludes extending the taper jig that you already have and making the functionality that much more reliable when cutting multiple tapers. With that technique of grabbing the offcut piece and putting it on the inside to make your subsequent cuts, it makes it super easy to make repeatable, quick cuts using this jig system. This extends the functionality of the store-bought jig quite nicely, and it's so simple to make. The nice thing with this is it's totally removable. You just loosen the wing nuts, pull it off, and you can use it the way you would normally use it on the table saw. You can drill a few more pilot holes to make the bar totally adjustable so that you've got a little bit of room for different sized legs. Overall, I'm really happy with how easy this is to use. On this particular Bighorn brand jig, I spent $40. I'm not sponsored by Bighorn in any way, so I don't get anything for mentioning that. You can buy these for as low as $20 depending on where you live and what market you're in. Check Amazon. As I said earlier in the video, this is a very common jig. If you can find it for around $20, $25, it's almost not worth building one. You may as well buy one and then extend it using this very simple jig board that I built today. As always, I would like to thank my Patreons and everybody who has donated to this channel. It's because of you that I can continue to make and edit these videos. I thank you very much. If you want to donate to this channel, head on over to my donation page right over here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There are a couple more videos on this side you can watch. Until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.